you doing, officer? I parked in there. Can I just come out, or? I'm late. Let me get out. I appreciate that. About that.
While most Houstonians were sleeping this morning, we had a individual that decided he wanted to go on a crime spree.
As far as you can go is right here.
Right here? No problem. Guys, before the video starts, here's a quick update. This is the Gates Apartments. This is where the shooting took place. The crime scene is right over there. So apparently this was a robbery suspect who carjacked 3 ladies and their car. Went on a crime spree since 3 in the morning this Sunday. Decided to rob a convenience store. Officers used radios. They actually tracked the license plate in the car, and it led to a mini police chase across Houston. And finally, officers caught the car. They identified the suspect, and it led to right over here, and that, well, actually over there. And then the suspect exited the stolen vehicle after robbing the convenience store, and later shot at officers as he was trying to flee on foot. That's a bad idea because he was quickly captured, rushed to the hospital after he was shot. And if you look just further down there, that is the crime scene. A window of opportunity, just go right in there. I don't want to play around here. But that's the update, officer involved shooting. This is Harris County, so that's what the Sheriff's Department will be investigating preliminary, the first stages, and the Houston Department will probably take over. All right, so that is where it went down. All right, so again, it didn't happen here, related, but the suspect went on a police chase, crime spree around Houston, and led him up to right over, and led to right here, right behind me. Wow, isn't that something else? That is the update. More information in 30 days. They say the body cam will be released, that footage, thank goodness. And finally, we'll have a better idea of what took place and the stress and hell that those officers went through. Welcome back to Houston, 15 minutes north of Katy, and boom, another officer-involved shooting. Guys, right over there, you can see a whole bunch of white cards, evidence markers, sorry, with numbers. That's where this officer-involved shooting happened. Crime scene tape. How you doing, officer? I parked in there. Can I just come out, or? I'm late. Let me get out. I appreciate that. About that. Real quick. Oops, guys. I was trying to find a parking. This is abandoned. It looks like it's pointed. Tape. Yeah, I got 4 now. Yeah, look at that tape. This area. See, I thought this was a bunch of civilians, but I was wrong. It's just a bunch of undercover, and let's get the hell out of here before we get locked in the scene. It's something I really don't want to do, because we kind of like to go in and out. We don't want to spend too much time. Just 1 second, guys. A little old school right here. Great. And get my ass out of here before I get locked in. That would be tragic. It would really be tragic, because if we can't get out, trust me, this is an officer-involved shooting. Happened about an hour ago, and we might get trapped here since we got the car right there. Thank you, guys. Sorry, guys. Where can I park? Can I just park like over there?
Yeah, further down the street. Yeah, if you just go down, make a U-turn, park in front of that white car right there.
Oh, thank you, guys. Perfect. Lovely, lovely. All right, from that white car, we'll do just that. Anyways, guys, in case you're wondering, that is the address right there. Let me zoom into that real quick. So we are on Common Crest Drive in Pebble Lake at the Gates Apartments. All right. So I guess they never met someone like me. I guess I'm actually from this white car. So as long as I do that, I'll be okay. And that tow truck, because I'm scared of that tow truck, man. You already know, man. The worst thing is to get towed away. And definitely don't want that. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me reverse here. No, I'm not going to put my seat on, because we're literally just here. Let's see how close we can get to this. Alright, relax, guys. Relax. We're almost. I mean, I wish I can bust in the crime scene, but I really wanted to get the shot when they're deploying the tape, but I guess they pushed me out, man. That's not how it really does. Alright, let's get back into it. Let's get into it. So maybe they might have, I think the police just spoke on camera. I'm not too sure. But here it is, the gates. It's a shame they have this fence here. It really, really sucks. I don't get it. I don't get why. I guess they're trying to protect it from dangerous people, but we just had a shooting here. So I'm not sure what they're protecting now, you know. How you doing? Alright, lovely, okay. So it looks like we got the Harris County Crime Scene Unit trucks right there. Crime Scene Unit. And we got the sheriff right there. Okay, sheriff, see? It's right there. And we got multiple police officers. Let me just put this camera down just so you guys can take a look. Wow. So that's the scene. Now you guys can't really see. I kind of wish I brought my camcorder, but this whole, just right where that semi-truck is, is where they just shot up a suspect. I don't know how many gunshots it was. I don't know how much it was, but hey, it was definitely a lot. From my perspective, I can really see a lot. So, hopefully, I wish I brought my camcorder, but that's just too much stuff to pack. You know what I mean? But I'm going to bring it next time, you know, because I'm into trouble. Anyways, I just forgot to turn on my mic here. How embarrassing. Alright guys, we're going to walk around and see what we can see. Alright, but that's the scene so far. Now I don't know if we can get around, but I think that's so you can kind of see those white evidence markers. That's what it looks like. I'm going to zoom in the video editor so you guys can take a better look, but it's right next to those two white trucks. Man, that's a lot of bullets, at least what I think. It does look like a lot were fired, you know. Question is, well, actually we kind of already know a little bit. It was a robbery suspect. I don't know if they were trying to rob somebody. I don't know if they were trying to rob an apartment complex. Someone called the cops. They came quick, and as soon as they met the suspect, he did fire back. He did shoot back the suspect. So that's what we're trying to find out. But yeah, we are here on Pebble Lake and Common Crest Drive. Remember that, right in front of the gates. My goodness. So what we're going to do with this situation is, since the Houston Police Department actually uploads their press releases live, that's already on Twitter. We're just going to get off that, and we're going to proceed to moving probably to another area of the scene. So we're probably going to move maybe around. I'm going to try to find a better angle or a location. So we do got some officers, detectives moving around in here, and we're going to do just that. See, I got an officer right there. Could be sheriff. Oh, might be. Stand by. We're going to make a video for Instagram.
Current time, we're at the 8600 block of Eastern Commons on an investigation where officers were involved in a critical incident. While most Houstonians were sleeping this morning, we had an individual that decided he wanted to go on a crime spree. So at 3 o'clock this morning, our dispatch received a call at the 9200 block of Richmond in regards to 3 females whose vehicle was stolen by a black male, possibly in his 30s. 12 minutes later, that suspect went to 2700 block of Westernland and committed an aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon, robbing that convenience store. The call came into dispatch, and the officers from our Midwest Division and our Northwest Division started using radio communications to try to identify this suspect. A few minutes later, one of our Northwest officers saw the vehicle and began to follow. Other officers converged, and that's what led us right here to 8600 block of Eastern Common Boulevard. As the officers converged, the suspect exited the stolen vehicle, ran through the courtyard, and immediately started to fire at the officers who were pursuing. Our officers returned fire, striking that suspect and taking him into custody once the scene was safe. That suspect is now currently at a local hospital where he's been tended to, and those officers are there with him now. Further charges will be announced later once we converge with the DA's office. As I stated before, there's officers from Northwest, Midwest Division. We had a total of 5 officers involved in this critical incident tonight. The range and age of the years of service is from 6 months to 3 years. And I'll say this, within the past 2 days, we've had incidents where officers have been fired upon by suspects who are out here doing evil. And these officers are out here being guardians of the community where they are protecting these citizens. So to the suspects, if you're out here, we're going to catch you. We're going to prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law. Now, with any critical incident, there will be a total of multiple investigations since we're actually in Harris County. So our Harris County partners will conduct the primary investigation. Special Investigations Unit of the Houston Police Department will conduct their investigation. Our Internal Affairs Division will conduct their investigation. And the Harris County District Attorney will do a site picture of what happened out here tonight. And of course, the Houston Police Department is very transparent. Within 30 days, the body-worn camera video will be released. And all officers that were involved in this scene will be placed on administrative duty. So I ask for your prayers for the officers as they are in need of that right now. Like I said before, this is a very, very critical incident. And we're just thankful tonight that our officers were not struck because it was very close. So with that, if you have any questions, I'll go ahead and take them at this time.
So Chief, you're saying 5 officers in total were involved?
Yes, ma'am.
Gotcha. How are those officers doing? I know you said they weren't physically hurt. But
yes, they are doing fine, just a little shaken up. You can imagine, going in a foot pursuit and being fired upon, which those bullets came very close. So we're just thankful they're fine.
Do we know how this suspect ended up all the way on the other side of town? I understand that the original crime spree took place on the southwest side of Houston. Here we are all the way in northwest Harris County at this point. Any idea why he ended up at this apartment complex?
Correct. We do not have that information right now, but that will be a part of the investigation. We don't know if he knows someone at this particular location. That's unknown at this time.
And my understanding is there was no chase.
There was not a chase. Officers were basically utilizing tracking methods. We were actually waiting for air support. That did not happen. So just happened to be that officers were in the right place at the right time.
How was he tracked, I guess? So did they just spot the stolen vehicle? Is that initially?
Yeah, so at nighttime there's less traffic, there's more visibility on the streets. Mm-hmm. So officers are keen to look out for things, and it just so happened that they were able to spot that vehicle.
Gotcha. And you said it was just minutes later after stealing this vehicle from these 3 women. I'm assuming it was at gunpoint, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
That he went to this convenience store?
Yes.
Also using a gun?
Utilizing a weapon, yes.
Gotcha. Just the crime spree in general, your thoughts on that? I mean, do you think this person was determined to just commit all sorts of crimes?
Yeah, we really don't know his state of mind, but within a 30-minute period, he committed 2 violent acts. So we're just glad and thankful that we were able to basically stop that act and get him off our streets.
And none of the victims were injured in the process during the robberies?
I don't have that information, but I do not think so from the information I've received so far.
All right, we're good. Were your officers wearing body cams and did that be released?
Yes, as I stated before, the Houston Police Department will release that body-worn camera footage within 30 days.
And you said that the officers will be placed on administrative leave. That's just the normal.
That's call. Yes, ma'am. It's a critical incident. Yes.
Would you be able to share any more information about the officers? I know you said the youngest has 6 months experience, oldest being 3. Any other information?
No, I cannot give that information out.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
He says, unfortunately, the second officer fell shooting in less than 48 hours. Here's what the chief said.
All right, guys. So we are going to drive to the other street and get to the other side of the crime scene, all right? This is good. You can see so much. I mean, it's literally right over there. That's as close as we can get. So we're going to go hop on another road that is called, what? Humph-Misnear Road. I can't really pronounce it, but we're gonna take that road and get to the other side. Meanwhile, that's going down, and that is literally where the bullets were fired. Okay, so stay with me, guys. It's gonna be a long, oh, by the way, a crime scene truck just pulled up right here. You can see, I was making a video for Instagram, they rolled up. So you can see that they use Leica cameras, not Nikons or cheap Canons. That's pretty cool, actually. All right, let's jump and get to the next scene. All right, guys, finally I turned my mic on, so sorry about that, but we made it to the other side of the crime scene. Now, this is Common Crest and Humph-Misnear Road. You can see that we got some civilians leaving. There's a sheriff, Harris County, blocking that area. Now, right over there is where the initial crime scene is at. Guys, don't leave. Oh, they were looking at me. How you doing? All right, so this is it. We just came from the other side, so if you go on this main road, you will get to essentially what it is. How you doing? All right, all right. So here she is. This is the crime scene, okay? So way down there, you can see that that's the tape, and that is where the shooting, I can see that that's the semi-truck, and that's where it is right there. You see all those crime scene vans? The Harris County Sheriff. So I don't know if the Sheriff's Department is gonna take over or if the Houston Police, but the Houston Police did upload a video regarding the shooting right over here. All right, so this place really sucks. We have fences and gates. Tragically, it's one of those where you just can't get through, but it's okay. If only we had the drone. There's the address. I can't really pronounce that. It's the Huffman, some German name. Anyways, let's see if we can get a little closer and get some better shots. How you doing, officer? Sorry to bother you. Is it okay if I like walk around here or?
The farthest you can go is right
Right here? No problem. I'll be quicker, right? So anyways, this is the closest we can get, but if from where we were standing way over there, that is where you still, I could see those evidence markers. They're there, they're small, but you can't see them. But there's a crime scene van. Again, that's the address again, if you guys are wondering. Absolutely. See? Fences. Disgust, terrible. This is the closest we can get, according to the officer, the sheriff. This is the closest we can get. Anyways, guys, this concludes our on-scene coverage of this another officer-involved shooting. And literally there was one just yesterday. Here's the video in case you missed it, but wow, yeah, it looks like two teenagers, 15, 17 years old, were up to no good with a gun inside of an empty apartment. As soon as the management came to kick them out, they started shooting, or that's what they say, and the cop shot one of the teenagers and went to the hospital. That happened literally an hour east from Houston area. That was very far, but we were there. And now again, another officer-involved shooting has happened on behalf of a robbery suspect. And that concludes our small little investigation. Sir, how are you doing, all right? Awesome, perfect. Thank you so much for watching. You guys be safe as always. This is the Hood Reporter, all the way in Houston, Texas, at the Gates apartment complex. We definitely need to get a drone. I didn't take mine because I guess I didn't have enough space. All right, so let's get out of here and go back to the vehicle. Guys, much love. I'll see you in the next scene. Be safe out there. Seriously, much love.